What's going on, guys? It's your boy X here, and today is today. Today is today. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing Ghost of Tsushima. I almost said Tsushima, but yeah, but today I'm gonna be reviewing it, breaking it down, giving my thoughts and stuff, and giving it a rating, either a 1 or a 10 out of 10. But if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure that you smash the like button, you subscribe if you are new, share this video. It does help the channel out so much. But anyway, without further ado, I'm not gonna waste no time because it's very late. So let's just get right into it. So I'm gonna break it down into groups. I'm gonna talk about the story first. Spoiler warning. I'm saying this right now. It's going to be spoilers in this review. It's not spoilers free. So I'm putting on the screen. If you can't see it, spoiler warning and stuff. Your only warning and stuff. So if you have not played the game or you're not finished it and stuff, please leave, come back, and then yeah. Okay. So first off, I'll talk about the story. Story in a nutshell and stuff. Not to dive in too deep into the story in a nutshell. Okay. So basically, the game takes place and stuff, and the game is about the Mongol invasion of Japan and stuff back in like the 13th century and stuff. Mongols invaded Japan. You play as this samurai, Jin Sakai. Raised and stuff with his father and his uncle. His uncle Lord Shimura is the leader of the samurai and stuff. Basically, they get into battle. They went to this battle on Komoda Beach and stuff when the Mongols first invaded. It didn't work out. Killed all of them and stuff. The leader, the Khan, the leader of the Mongol Empire, kidnaps Jin's uncle and leaves Jin to die and stuff. So basically, Jin was saved and stuff. By Young and stuff. I think that's her name and stuff. And basically, so far, he goes from this transformation of being a broken samurai, living by the code living by this code because samurais live by a code of honor and stuff, and they had to follow it and stuff, and they can't stray away from the code and stuff. So basically, he starts off as like just a plain character, like a protagonist and stuff, and just very humbled and stuff. But then when the story goes on, he slowly gravitates towards. He slowly strays away from those samurai chains and becomes his own person. His basically becomes the ghost. So so basically as he's becoming the ghost, people start to follow him and stuff, start to look up to him because he's taking down the Mongols and putting fear into the Mongols and stuff. So he uses fear as a weapon and stuff, kind of how like Batman does it. But so he uses fear as a weapon and stuff. And basically he does things that a samurai cannot do and stuff, like sneak in shadows, assassinate people, using every weapon and tactic and dirty trick in the book and stuff. Like even because the Mongols are ruthless and stuff. They don't hold back and stuff. But then the samurai does, but he doesn't. But just from Act 1 to Act 3. The pacing and the development of his character, and plus all the other characters that you meet in the game, fantastic, just incredible. Just the way that Jin goes from being this little quiet, like yes I gotta do it this way, to saying I gotta do whatever it takes to save my home, because he feels like he's alone, like he gotta do it. He had to do whatever it takes to save his home because, and stuff like that. And then, Now, before I move on, I want to talk about his uncle. Now, his uncle, leader of the samurais, he's very like naive and stuff. He never hears out Jin. Like, he's always knocking Jin. Like, I know his uncle lives by that samurai code, lives and die by it, but he never like hears Jin out. Like, like, hey, why are you doing this? And Jin for a lot of times trying to tell him that, hey, we need to advance, we need to evolve if we're gonna take down this enemy. His uncle's like, no, 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 we're gonna do it the samurai way, and it's always been done. But and Jin trying to tell him that your way does not work. You're getting people killed, and his uncle doesn't want to hear it and stuff. But I just love the whole back and forth with them and stuff, because Jin has his way of doing seeing it, and this his uncle has his way and stuff. So they both on different paths and stuff. So I love that dynamic between him and his uncle. Love it throughout the whole story and stuff. But Jin becomes ruthless towards the end of the game. He becomes really like the ghost and stuff. People are terrified of him. People, because he is a badass. He has his whole army of characters and stuff. I think Yang, a lady Masako, Sensei, I forgot his name, and monk. It was a monk and a few others and stuff. But love all the characters in the game. Great development and stuff. I because usually with open world story games, I usually get bored or it drags on and it doesn't really grip me. This, for a Sucker Punch game, I haven't even been gripped, even none in the Infamous games, except for like Infamous 2. But how the story gripped me and pulled me in, I was immersed. I was like, and you have to play this game with a headset. If you're playing through your TV speakers, you're doing yourself injustice, But yeah. So basically that's the story in a nutshell and stuff. Jin goes from a transformation, a journey, trying to save his home from these, from the Mongols and stuff. But then he has to learn that he has to do whatever it takes to save it, because the Mongols have no limits. He can't have no limits, because the samurai has limits and stuff. But just loved him, his uncle, all the characters. Fantastic job, especially that ending. That ending and stuff. It was it was just great and stuff. But yeah, that's the story in a nutshell and stuff like that. Love it and stuff. That's not gonna dive in too deep. It is spoilers and stuff, but I'm not gonna talk about it too much. But moving on. Okay, so the gameplay. So moving on. So we'll talk about the gameplay. So if we're gonna talk about the exploration, then the combat, then then the graphics. So the exploration. So basically, the big part about this game is exploring, ancient Japan and stuff, right? I don't really like the whole fog of war. I never liked the fog mechanic in a lot of open world games where you have to travel the map to open it up. I wish it was open from the start and stuff. That is kind of mean, but yeah. So you explore, level up. There's outposts with Mongols, which is like the same as Assassin's Creed or Far Cry and stuff like that. You gotta clear out and and liberate them. There's little shrines that you use to get more skill points and stuff. Level up and all that, and get charms and stuff. Then you have your little side quests and stuff that that are like plain Jane and stuff. But then you have your side quests that are with your characters that are with you from the start to the end of the game. Those tales are fantastic and stuff. But the other playing side quests and stuff, like you gotta help this person kill this many enemies and stuff. it's just plain. But the ones that you actually you know, I, the ones that you actually see the characters and you see them with their story, especially Lady Masako, her tales, that lady is not to be fucked with. But yeah, so I love those, but I didn't care about the other ones and stuff. Except I like those myth tales where you get the like that special armor and stuff, and those special skills and stuff like that. I like those and stuff. You know. So exploration is a big part. Like me, I'm an explorer, so I'm going to explore the entire map and stuff, like from the back and stuff. But yeah. So I was like I was like I was like I was like a god before I got out of Act One. So yeah. So basically, exploration, good. You see the scenery is so beautiful. Like I had time to take some screenshots, but I'll talk about the graphics at the end. Moving on, combat. Oh boy, combat. Now the combat system in this game. At first, I wasn't really feeling the combat like that at first. But as they got on and as the game went on and you unlock skills and stuff like that and perks and stuff, man oh man, it's god tier. It gets really good. So basically, you have so you have the mechanics and stuff. So basically, it's not like a hack and slash game. You got to think and stuff before you swipe, especially when you face a group of enemies. So each enemy has their own weakness and their benefit and stuff. So some of them carry most of the so there's shield enemies, sword enemies, those spear enemies, and then the heavies or the brutes and stuff. But then the combat, you have different stances. So your different stances, will work against a specific enemy. So like the sword stance, work for sword enemies. The shield stance work for the shield enemies. The brute stance, I think it was square, works for the big brute enemies and stuff. And then of course, I think it was called like the warrior stance or whatever, works for the spear. So there's like 4 stances in the game, all with different move sets and perks. So basically you have to switch it on the fly and stuff. So oh shoot, I have a shield enemy. So I wish that they made like another way to switch it and stuff, instead of you got to hold down this button and the switch and stuff. Which was I wish it was quicker, but yeah, so you really think on your feet when you're fighting, especially in large groups and large battles and stuff. But yeah, but fantastic and stuff. Now the enemies, like I said, the enemies start off plain and stuff, but then they get they get harder once it goes on. Like any open world, they get harder once they go on. They have armor, they have more special abilities and stuff. They do more damage to you. They have more armor and take more hits and stuff. So basically, so basically it's like that. Now, now duels. So duels are something that really caught me surprised and stuff, because of they just amazing. Like they like basically they like mini boss battles and stuff. They basically like boss battles and stuff. You fight and stuff. You fight and stuff. You're trying to best. So basically they're like where you really have to think, because there's you and another opponent and stuff. You gotta block, parry, time your attacks and stuff. You can't like really run away, because when they attack, they go across the map and stuff. So you have to really like think and stuff on your feet, because you're in this closed space and stuff. So I really love the duels and stuff. Basically like all of them and stuff. And then each place has like its own scenery and stuff like that. So I kind of love I love that. Stealth. Now I'm not really a big stealth player, so I use stealth, but I know a lot of missions you're required to use stealth, which I'm fine. The stealth was fine, but it's like, again, it's like Assassin's Creed and stuff. Basically, they took a lot of features of Assassin's Creed, Fall Cry and stuff. But you can assassinate enemies. You can lure them to you. You can, use arrows to shoot them down definitely before you get seen. The smoke bombs. So there's all these different types of skills that you can use to your advantage playing stealth. Now, if you're a stealth player, there's a lot of stealth options to this. Like you can clear a whole camp probably while getting seen and stuff. So stealth, I respect that they put a lot of effort into the stealth gameplay and stuff because Jen, he's the ghost and stuff, and stealth is something that he wasn't raised on as a samurai. Because samurais, you just charge through the front gate and stuff, but he hops on rooftops and hides in the shadows and stuff. So stealth, really good job. It's like, even though I'm not a big stealth player. Okay, but that's the combat and stuff. Combat system, 10 out of 10. Just easy and stuff. Starts off really slow, but stick with it and stuff, and then I promise you it picks up. Graphics. Oh boy, where do I start? From the landscapes, the water, the weather, just everything in general is amazing. It's just absolute incredible how they pulled off this game on such a old system. And my fan wasn't even on jet mode. Like, especially the vegetation, the grass physics, the wind, how Jen looks, how the characters look. I'll get to a minute in my dislike about the character face models, but just man, the environments are breathtaking. Oh my god, it's up there with like Last of Us 2 and Red Dead Redemption. Phenomenal job on the graphics. I don't gotta say no more. Phenomenal job. Okay, but now it's time to get into my dislikes. So, like I said, they're not big concerns, but just I want to point out. So, combat lock, a lock button system, or just combat lock. It's kind of, when you're facing like a large group of enemies, sometimes the camera will pan away from you, or it will get stuck behind a building and stuff, and you're fighting an enemy, but then you can't see what you're fighting. I wish that they had like a lock on system, so you can lock on the enemy, and the camera will move with you and stuff, instead of against you and stuff. So I kind of wish that they had a system like that, but they probably they'll add it in the next one. Okay, guy didn't win. Now I wasn't a fan of the guy didn't win and stuff. You know, it was fine. It was good for murder and stuff, but I like waypoints and stuff. Now I don't know why a lot of people have a problem with waypoints. I don't have a problem with waypoints. Like, a lot of games give you the option to turn them off. Like, I wish that they put in a feature that you can put waypoints, because sometimes I want to explore, but other times I just want to get to missions, and when I happen to click the guiding wind, just follow where the wind takes me. Sometimes it's on the mountain, not to run around it, just trying to find where the entrance is, or something. So I wish it was waypoints and stuff, especially because you have to keep swiping up to see where you're going. Sucker Punch, please, waypoints and stuff. Well, waypoints, I don't know what, there's nothing wrong with waypoints, because in most games you can turn them off. So basically, I like waypoints. I just see where I'm going in the game and stuff. Because at the end of the day, it's a game. Not like real life, okay, where you're out and you're traveling. There's no waypoints. It's a game. Sometimes I do want to explore, so I'll turn it off, but sometimes I just want to get from mission to mission. So basically, I wish there were waypoints in the game and stuff, or just an option to turn on waypoints. Okay, side quests, like I said, basically, not the tales, but just a plain side quests. You've seen it before. So the climbing in the game and stuff is really where, you know, it just the platformer common not good. It was clunky. It was just sometimes not responsive. It's a very stiff, very stiff and stuff. So could have been better, but I guess not. Um, and not enough gore. Like you would think for a samurai game or basically other, you're chopping people up, and there's really not a lot of gore in the game. But outside when you do your special moves, or you go into ghost mode and stuff, but it's just like I wish that they had more game. Chop off arms, legs, heads and stuff. Basically like you can see like the gore, especially for an M-rated game. I'm surprised and stuff. So I wish there was more gore, but hey, what you gonna do? And then of course the facial features are very stiff. So characters turn the motions or talking, the faces go like and stuff, and they're like trying to do it, but very stiff and stuff. But didn't hurt. It didn't just throw them all away, but just very stiff. But yeah, those are my kind of my little gripes and stuff that I have for the game. But overall, this game right here, I'm giving it. Now I was going back and forth, but I decided I'm giving Ghost of Tsushima a 9 out of 10. If you have not played or are looking to get into get into Ghost of Tsushima, especially since it's a new IP, I highly recommend it. Especially because it's a new IP. I've never had a new IP, especially with Sucker Punch, because I played all of their games in the past. Grip me like that. Like the story, the pace and stuff was just phenomenal job and stuff. They deserve all the praise and stuff. And they actually said that they're taking their criticism to heart and stuff. They're actually listening and stuff, because yeah, there are minor things. The game is not perfect and stuff, but damn, it is good. So if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe if you are new, and comment down below. And what do you guys think? What score would you give it? Did you finish it yet? Are you still going through it and stuff? Are you loving it? Are you hating it? Or or is it okay? For me, I highly recommend it. Go out and buy and play and stuff. You won't regret it and stuff. It does start off very slow, but it gets better. So that's it for the video. I'll have 10 more videos coming out, so be on the lookout for that. And be safe, take it easy, peace.